Welcome to Small Insight, Big Impact, the podcast where small ideas make ripples of change in life, leadership, and legacy. Today we are exploring something fundamental, something that shapes who we are and what we build. How our worldview determines the vision and mission of ourselves and also the organizations that we work for. Whether you are a leader, an entrepreneur, or someone just starting out, understanding your worldview isn't optional, it's essential. Because the way you see the world determines the way you shape it. Let's dive in. What is your worldview? Well, your worldview is basically your lens, the sum of your beliefs, experiences, values, assumptions about life, people, and purpose. It answers questions like, what is the nature of reality? What does life mean? And what is right or wrong? What's my role in this world? These are the type of questions that your worldview seeks to answer. In other words, worldview also looks at beliefs such as, is there God? What is the origin of life? What is the nature of the universe? What is my purpose in this world? Values of humanity, and also what can be known and how it is known. So for individuals, for example, your worldview quietly influences your decisions. And for companies, it drives strategy, policy, and product or services that you provide. Think of it this way. Worldview is the invisible hand that writes your vision, your mission statement, even before you put pen on the paper. Worldview, in other words, is the foundation and guide for your vision and mission. So what is a vision, for example? A vision describes the desired state that you, or in the case of a company, hopes to achieve. It is directly informed by the worldview and the values that you hold dear, and in case of a company, what the company teams hold dear. So a vision sort of tries to answer the what of the company. In other words, what do you want the world to look like in the future? So that's a key question that a vision seeks to answer. And then for a mission, the mission also tries to look at the how and the why. And this points towards action-oriented information that informs your strategy and plan. So it answers questions like, how do we want to make the vision a reality? And also, why do we exist in the case of a company? So if your worldview is centered on profit alone, for instance, your mission will focus on growth and efficiency. On the other hand, if your worldview is centered on people and then the environment, your mission will focus on impact and sustainability. So there is a direct link between worldview, how you see the world, your vision, and then your mission, whether it's personal or for an organization or a company. Let me put it this way. The worldview is how you see the world, or it is the seed, more or less. Your vision is the future you want to create. And in this case, that will be the tree that will grow from the seed. And then your mission is how you plan to make your vision happen. And that in itself will be the fruit from the tree. So, your world vision is the seed, your vision is the tree, and then your mission is the fruit. So just to simplify everything. For example, if you believe in a world that is broken but redeemable, your mission might be restoration, or your mission might be service. If you believe in a world that rewards innovation, for example, your vision might be disruption and your mission might be creation. So when leaders ask questions, for example, like, we need a new vision, I think the real question should be, do we need a new worldview, or how do our team see the world? If you take the life of an individual, for instance, every choice that you make reflects your worldview. For example, a teacher who believes every child has potential will build classrooms that inspires. A CEO who believes ethics are optional will cut corners to gain gains. This means our worldview is the cornerstone and foundation of our vision and mission statements. So let's take some examples. Dr. Wangari, a renowned Nobel winner from Kenya, her worldview, for example, was built around the respect for nature and women's empowerment. Her vision was a green and prosperous African world, and her mission was mobilizing communities to plant trees and restore ecosystem. Her worldview shaped not just her life, it shaped her community, her country, and also the world. When you look at it from an organizational point of view or a company's point of view, organizations and companies also do have worldviews. And these worldviews are oftentimes inherited from their founders. For instance, Tesla's worldview, it's like sustainability is the future, for example. And they've gone ahead to have a vision that directly aligns with the worldview, which says that to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy. And they have a mission which is action-oriented, which states to create the most compelling car company of the 21st century by driving the world's transition to electric vehicles. So you see, worldview informs your vision and then your mission, and this helps to translate to every policy or every strategy or campaigns or culture in the organization that you work for. So if your worldview values competition over collaboration, you will build silos. If your worldview values stewardship, you will build sustainable programs. And if your worldview values dignity, human dignity, you will build inclusive workplaces. So you know that's why great companies don't just start with what they do, but why they do it. When there's a gap or misalignment between your worldview, mission, and vision, chaos follows. For example, a company that claims to care about sustainability but exploits nature, that's a misalignment. A leader who preaches integrity but rewards unethical results, that's hypocrisy. Vision and mission collapse when they are disconnected from the worldview. Remember, alignment creates authenticity, authenticity creates trust, and trust sustains both individuals and organizations. So here are simple 5 reflection frameworks for you to create how to apply your worldview and to your vision and also your mission. First, you have to define your beliefs, what you believe in about people, about purpose, about progress, success, and the rest. That's very important. And then you identify your values. And these are principles that guide your daily actions. And then you write or state your vision. What future are you trying to create for yourself and for your team and your company? And then you write your mission statement, and that is mainly an action-oriented statement that seeks to talk about what future are you trying, what actions or strategies will you get out there. It's important to ensure or check that all the 3, your worldview, your vision, and mission are aligned to get the best outcome. Because when your worldview, mission, and vision are aligned, clarity replaces confusion and purpose replaces pressure. So here is an exercise to try with your team or yourself to see how best you can connect your worldview to your vision and then to your mission. First, ask, what is my worldview or our worldview? And then you go on to discuss, what does it say about our vision or my vision? Or does it reflect my vision? And then the last step is to ensure alignment. Does my mission and vision align with my worldview? Do I express them daily? So this is just a simple exercise for you to undertake to ensure that you have a good alignment between your worldview, your vision, and mission. Remember, worldview is the foundation, and if the foundation is weak, the structure won't stand. But if your worldview is strong, grounded on truth, purpose, and integrity, everything else aligns naturally. So whether you are leading yourself or a company, you need to ask these 2 questions on a daily basis. What do I believe about the world? How do my actions or our actions prove it? Because in the end, your worldview doesn't just influence your vision and mission, it defines them. This has been Small Insight, Big Impact with Dr. David Tsetse. Remember, your worldview shapes your vision, mission, and ultimately your strategy and plan. If you like this video, and please share it with your friends or your colleagues. Thanks for being part of Small Impact, Small Insight, Great, a Big Impact.